Tremendous. I was walking around the crucible at the interval, and lots of people were just saying how much they enjoyed Judd Trump, and two people from Amsterdam were over, and Melissa and Vincent from Amsterdam have come over to watch Judd Trump play.
7.
And they've never seen anything like it, apparently, so it just shows you from all over the world they're coming to watch this young man play.
And at the interval I was speaking to a gentleman who is also watching this young player, and we talked about Ted Lowe and the little tributes to Ted, and I mentioned about watching
13.
in black and white back in the 50s and 60s, Ted commentating on
14.
the great Davis brothers, Joe and Fred. There was another player he used to commentate on, and I was speaking to him at the interval, Jackie Ray. A lot of the viewers will remember Jackie Ray, the Irish snooker professional who did so much for our game with his trick shots, and he was fast around the
20.
table. And Jackie is 90. He's watching at home. He hasn't been too well. He's got to go in for some tests in May. And Jackie, I hope everything's okay for you, because you did a lot for the game of snooker also.
21.
Jackie was born in Belfast and lived for 18 years in Dungannon. Great with his trick shots. He was special. And he said to me, he said, "Where has this player been for the last 4 or 5 years?" And he says, "I can't believe I'm
27.
watching someone pot balls like this."
Well, he's certainly been this good for quite some time. He's just learned how to mix it. Little unlucky
28.
there not to have come away from the cushion. So a little tuck in behind the black.
Judd Trump, 28.
So once again, Judd Trump's got himself back in the game, and if John Higgins didn't hit this and get safe, Judd will have a chance to go 3 clear.
Foul.
Well, the best of luck, Jan.
Judd Trump 5.
He's dreading it, isn't he, Dennis?
Yeah.
Judd's
Okay,
saying,
put it up, please.
he's smiling, Judd.
Mind, they can get it back with the aid of the monitor now. The
yellow on the
marker
spot?
will help Jan out here.
I think it's looking at the blue was on its spot, Dennis, and the yellow was on its spot, so it's just a case of getting the red in the right place, isn't it?
It's a bit unlucky not to hit the other red. He played to hit this one and almost made contact with the one next to the blue. So he's given himself 2 chances of hitting a red here. That's the monitor they're looking at there. Arian Williams just pointing his finger left a bit, right a bit.
Are you happy, John? Judd?
Let's have a look. That's where they were. Let's have a look now. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Both Judd and John. So can he hit it? Can he get it safe? You just trust to luck. You've no idea where they're going to finish. And have a look at this. Well, that was amazing. John held his hand up, and well, all of a sudden Judd hasn't got anything to smile about, because how he's got away with that is quite incredible.
And Judd only has the same option, Dennis, isn't it? There's no way, as we see John Higgins just hit and hoping. Judd's going to have to play a hit and hope here. There's no way he can't get 2 cushions to glance and hit one thin. So he's going to have to play 1 cushion and just hope he leaves plenty of distance between cue ball and object ball. Well, he's looking at a 3 cushion escape going this way around. Just wonder if he can get past the black and play 2 cushions. So there is a 2 cushion shot on. Needs to cash it thin. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. That could have cost him the frame.
John Higgins, 4.
Well, when Judd had John tucked in behind the black, I'm sure he thought he was a strong favourite to take this frame and extend his lead to 3 frames. But that little bit of good fortune has changed this frame around now.
Just has to mind his work now, John, doesn't he? Doesn't have to worry about the black. He's 1 point in
7.
front, so up until included the blue will be enough. Yeah, possibly take the blue now, or not from that
8.
position. He won't. He'll take the green, but just got to make sure he doesn't leave himself hampered. If he only screws back a couple of inches, he'll be struggling to cue over the blue. But for a man of John's class, should be able to screw back far enough to leave that not being a problem, which he has done. Now looks a certainty.
11. $13.
Well, there's a bit of adrenaline there. He's overscrewed that by about a foot. It's still okay, but he'd like to be a lot closer than this.
$16.
Just the brown and blue needed. Got very little to do with the cue ball here.
20. $25.
Well, Judd
and the frame.
looked a strong
John
favourite
Higgins.
to take this frame, but that little bit of good fortune when escaping from the snooker paid off for John Higgins. He's just 1 behind now at 7-6. And while John has left the arena, we're going to show you some of the shots that's made this young man so popular with this year's crowds at the Crucible Theatre and millions watching at home. He really is a breath of fresh air, and some of the balls that he pots. Another left-hander, and he pots them from anywhere on the table. Punches this pink in. Another long. He kept so still on that shot. This one in the middle pocket at speed was a terrific shot. Long pots. Doesn't matter where they are. Watch this for a split on the reds. Have a look at the reds.
I was commentating on that previous shot, Dennis, as we see another couple of long shots go in, and 13 reds of the pack move there. But the special one is coming very, very shortly, when needed the black to make a century. And we'll see what happens on the black here. Most people are around this in, not this young man. Exhibition shot.
Meanwhile, John still out of the arena, and there's the crowd. And this shot, that's the stats for the final if you want to have a look. Meanwhile, John just back. And it's Judd Trump who's going to break off.
Noticeable on those stats, Dennis, that Judd's in front.